Alright, I might as well start this at this point. Hello folks, I'm Drenduh Tyrof, and welcome to the live stream. This is going to be quite different from most of the other times, because it may or may not work. Granted, with most of my live streams, whether it may or may not work is a different question. But basically, as you can probably read by the description... Excuse me, I've unmuted that, you bitch. It's right there. Let's hit transition just in case. Open widget. Because it's not that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's at that. Just in case. Open widget. Alright, yeah. It seems to be fine. Maybe if you read the description, you may see that the source code for Team Fortress 2 and Counter-Strike Global Offensive was leaked. And this makes it so that people can create what is known as remote control. No, remote code execution. Or a cat hook. Which allows them, if you're playing on the same server as them, to get into your computer. But I do believe, from everything I've read, that it's on being in the same server as them. So Garry's mod, single player, to create animations should be alright. But to say extra precautions, I'm also playing in offline mode. So that's why I'm not sure if this will work or not. Because I don't quite understand how mods specifically work. Alright. You know, normally I'm supposed to be a fade here, but I'm not sure if it's working or not. It doesn't seem to be. Nope, that isn't working. I'll see if switching to swipe works. Nope, it just doesn't seem to be working. Alright, sweet. Oh. You know, that seems a little concerning. Let's see what happens if I go into add-ons. It shows everything, but it doesn't have any icons. Oh, okay. In that regard, it does seem to work. But I'm going to see if I can get into any of the maps I've downloaded. See if it all works. It's taken a while to open it up, because I have so many maps. That could imply that it's all working well. Everything else seems to be there. Next thing is to launch CP Vertical. Now, because it's all in offline mode, it should all be fine. But it's not some sort of guaranteed that it'll be fine. I personally, when it comes to playing games and stuff, should be alright. But I do not know. In general. I'll just get that slide back up. That doesn't want to work for some reason. Alright. If you wonder what all of that stuff in the slideshow is, it's basically stuff that I've made before in Garry's mod. So we're basically just waiting for stuff to happen at this point. Last time, I meant to load everything up beforehand. Because I didn't have to worry about hackers or anything getting into my single-player game. You know, yeah. I think just about all of these images can be found on my DeviantArt if you want to look at them for longer. Yeah. small delay on what is being shown and what's not. Although I got it set to random, so for stuff that shows up, you know, might show up multiple times. And that has gotten itself into a cycle, which it might have. So basically, I'm just going to be waiting here while you listen to me eat food. Specifically jelly tots. If you hadn't heard of them before, jelly tots are very nice and very good. I haven't had it in a long time, but they're pretty good. That's picking out much better than I thought it would. I don't know if anyone's going to show up for it this time, but it's a lot later than before, so you know. Yeah, it's fine if you don't show up, though. I just wanted to, you know, stream. You think of stress and stuff and how late it is. I might stop this early, you know. Especially if we're going to be waiting for Garry's mod to load for so long. My god, what the hell is that? Now, I might even just change this to using other stuff instead of just animating. I might as well try and make as much progress on the animation as possible. Like, what in the hell is all this? Where's it coming from? Ah, well, whatever. I'm finished with the jelly tots anyway. But yeah. So the concurrent viewers seem to have gone up by 1. So if you're watching, hello, explanation. We're waiting for Garry's mod to load. And it may not work, and for that explanation you can go a bit further, or just search up TF2 CSGO source exploit. Or source code leaks, that's what it is. It hasn't exactly affected Garry's mod yet, but it might, who knows. Gonna increase the concurrent viewers by viewing it somewhere else, particularly on my phone, so I can view the chat easier. Actually, at this point I don't need to worry much about it. But, you know. I might have to worry about it, might not have to worry about it. Let's see if it's loaded yet. It has not. Alright, sweet. Yeah. Oh, I've gone up to 50 subscribers now. Hoo-hoo! Let me go see that on this video. By on this video, I mean on this tab. Hey, yeah, 50 subscribers, baby. Damn. I've gotten so far. I don't think I can use window capture to capture. Oh, I can! Whoa, that's cool. I couldn't do that before. But yeah, look. 50 subscribers, baby. Actually, you can't see that yet. Let me, sort that out. Put that way at the bottom. Because I don't want people able to just view that all willy-nilly, you know. Ah, it doesn't quite fit the screen resolution, which is a shame. I can stretch it. I can just kind of stretch it. And stretch it, but yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. 50 subs, baby. Look at that. It's a sight to behold. Oh, no, I know why it's not doing that. I haven't got it actually full screen. But I have, but only kinda. That's strange. Odd and confusing and very strange. And I also can't tell if it's actually stretched now or not. Ah, whatever. You can also see my subscriptions there. I'm just going to move it a little bit to make sure you can't see my subscriptions. Heh. Yeah, just whatever's in the actual thing itself there. You see the end of them, whatever, it's fine. I don't particularly care much about you seeing my subs, but I know that some people like a good old guilt by association. So they might try and, like, go, oh, he likes watching this guy's content, therefore he's a freaking Nazi. I don't know. Some people like that. Some people aren't. But yeah, 50 subs. That's quite surprising, actually. I never thought I'd be that. Yeah. Thanks, Second Baron, for your sending of GGs. Also glad to see you here. I'm going to end that thing now because it seems to be messing with the entire bloody everything. Yeah. When I have it actually viewable in the window capture, it makes a weird yellow border about it, which is strange. But yeah. It's all loading, basically, is what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting for it to load. I'm not sure if you've heard about it, but considering you play TF2, I imagine you have. But for good old TLDR, in case you haven't heard about it, is that the TF2 and CSGO source code has been leaked from older versions from 2017, but it still makes it very deadly. And I believe a rootkit has actually been made for TF2, which basically allows hackers to get into your computer. So it's best to not play TF2 or CSGO or really any source game unless it's either Gold Source, which is the old stuff, so like Half-Life 1, or Source 2, so that's Dota 2, and I think that's it. It's not... Basically, the leak is... It doesn't leak any of your information, the leak itself, but it leaks how the entire code of TF2 and CSGO worked at that time, 2017, which is much closer, update-wise, to TF2 than it is to CSGO. But it isn't necessarily the leak itself that affects you directly, it's what it allows some people to do. I'll just go back into Google and have a quick search of what it says. TF2 source code leak. But, tell you what, basically, I'll use this video to show you. I'll use this video to explain to you what this all is. Alright, okay. So it's a video by Slickshot Games, so let's just play through that and hopefully it'll help you all understand. But give me a minute while I open up the chat on my computer. By computer, I mean phone.
Some breaking news has just been revealed. As of right now, the source code behind Team Fortress 2 and Counter-Strike from way back in 2017 has been leaked to the public. Today we're going to be taking a look at what this means for the players and what comes next down the line. User @2eggs took to Twitter and chronicles the whole situation of the leak. Tyler McVicker, the man behind Valve News Network, had access to the Source Engine license. It was used in Source Engine modding community titled Lever Softworks. One of the employees, who will remain anonymous for now, was fired and subsequently leaked the source codes of TF2 and CS. Many looked to Tyler about the leak, some blaming him for the situation. In a statement, Tyler denied such claims and explained the story and how he had nothing to do with it. Now that we've covered the basics, the main thing we're going to be talking about is the actual leak.
Just got to pause to quickly reply to some stuff in the chat. Second Baron the Second, I know what you're referring to, the Turtle Goat War of the World War of... I forgot what it was called. Chips and Bagels, that was it. And Spy, yes, because it was all spies. The entire team is spies. And a man in the box. The thing is, this video explains it a bit better. But from what I understand, Gmod, unless you're playing online, should not be affected. But if you are playing online, it could be a problem. So either go into offline or just don't play on any public servers.
Itself. So what exactly does this mean for the future of TF2 and Counter-Strike? This means that there's going to be, sadly, a huge surge in cheaters and hacking in these games, considering this is a much more intrusive way of manipulating the game directly. As of right now, it is advised that you do not play Team Fortress 2 in particular. There could be some malicious code involved with that. And while you're at it, stay clear of Counter-Strike as well. the situation might also push Valve to
Valve is probably trying to fix the problem. That's what I'd say is happening. I assume they're working on it and we'll get a fix maybe tomorrow-ish, I'd imagine. But Valve themselves didn't have anything to do with this. It was people... The Valve News Network is not connected to Valve directly. It's basically a fan thing. And someone who worked there is the one who leaked the source code. And apparently he's made videos about it, so, you know, yeah. But basically, Valve at the moment is currently sitting on their hands.
release Source 2 into CSGO much earlier than expected for damage control reasons. This is going to be causing some issues down the line for sure. To finish off the video, here's a clip of Tyler talking about the situation.
So it's Tyler guy, but he's just going to play some clips from. He's the guy who runs Valve News Network, and he runs also Lever Softworks, which is what allowed, well, not allowed, but someone who worked there who apparently was fired for homophobic, racial, and transphobic slurs frequently. That's the person who leaked it, not Tyler. But Tyler had the access to the source license, and so used it for community modding stuff, which was, like, perfectly fine. And I'm not sure if you've heard of it. Creators.tf. He's the guy who's related to the Creators.tf. And I presume the guy who leaked the source engine also worked with it. So, yeah.
And what is to come next?
I want to make sure that is the takeaway of this.
So this is the guy that runs Valve News Network.
Not leak the code. The person who leaked it in the first place I knew was going to do this at one point. Unfortunately, the person whom this is all being caused by, and is anonymous in this situation, always kind of led... It always seemed like that this person was going to snap and do something like this. The people who will truly be affected by this are TF2 and CSGO players well, no, just TF2 players, because the CSGO code base has changed quite drastically. Who leaked it originally? So I'm not going to dox people, but I did send both the information on the person who leaked everything to 4chan and also the information on the original leak again.
Hopefully this doesn't cause too many negative repercussions down the line. Again, stay clear. If you do play, you are most likely going to be coming across more cheats than usual, sadly. That's what it looks like as of right now. Tell me below what you think. Say subscribe.
Right, okay, we don't need to listen to his outro. But, yeah, that's basically the gist of the situation. So, even if you don't understand the situation, precautions, do not play TF2, I think, at any cost, unless it's on the console orange box versions on the PS3 and 360. And even then, those could be at risk too. Garry's mod should be fine as long as you don't go on public servers. We don't know if it will affect Garry's mod, or if it can be used to affect Garry's mod. But if so, I am almost certain that someone's going to try something with it. Because Garry's mod is basically a, you know, it's something that a lot of kids play and a lot of, you know, unsuspecting people play. So if you go onto a public server, like you want to play prop hunt, there could be someone there who can just hack your computer like that. So I suggest if you're going to go on Garry's mod, try offline mode. And it seems all the mods seem to be working, as I just thought. So let's just hop back onto that and see if everything's all working good. Yep. Okay. So everything seems to be working good. I still need to see if all of my mods work. But let's give it a shot. I believe saves. There should be stuff there. CP vertical. Yep, everything seems to be working. Because red heavy's there, blue heavy's there, that thing's there, this thing's there. And let's just hope that I saved everything correctly last time. Okay. A gold sandwich, Mario, I don't know why I'm on save. I need to be on load. And then a gold sandwich, So I've currently... I think I've currently... Yeah, I've got heavy selected, so I'll load heavy.model. And then I'm also going to have to find the sandwich as well. Sandwich. Load. Sandwich. And then that one. Load. Camera. Now, first of all, I'm going to have to make that to 200. And second of all, we go over here. So, in case you weren't here last time, which I think everyone was except for Man in the Box, if he's still around. This is what I've animated so far. Basically, if you don't know, Golden Sandwich Collab, TLDR, Blue Heavy's got the gold sandwich, Red Heavy wants a gold sandwich, and he's chasing him. The idea of this one is Blue Heavy does some sick parkour, Red Heavy runs after him, shocked, sees this grappling hook, jumps off here, quickly switches around, uses the grappling hook to get up to him. And then that's probably where it's going to end. The Blue Heavy's going to throw a portal and run through it, and then the Red Heavy's going to go through it as well. So, today, I think the main thing I'm going to be able to animate is the Red Heavy seeing him go away. So, I might even be able to just start animating the Red Heavy from here. But either way, I'll start animating his run cycle. And double check how I did it on the Blue Heavy. Just to make sure. As he slides to a halt here. This is all stuff I animated off of stream. And then he goes there. But Heavy's already in this pose, which I believe is touchdown. If my knowledge of run cycles hits me correctly. So that's a pose he's currently in. So now he has one there. Which looks like so. So, let's... Settings... goes previous frame, go back over to the Hev, and try and fix with him. So let me just have another look at how it looks on the Blue Heavy. So his hands are closer to him, so that one's going to be closer, that one's going to be closer, and his foot's going to be, in general, over there. And how much of a gap is it between that and that one? It is a 1 block gap. So that means it would be here. Okay, I might just see if I can get up another image of the thingy. I'm really glad that I can use mods and stuff on offline mode, because I can't be touched at this point, basically. No one else can join, because I'm in offline. I'm in single player anyway, so people shouldn't be able to join. And, yeah. I think it's really sad that it's happened now, because I was thinking of playing some, you know, other stuff, which is why I'm doing this instead of Halo 2 Anniversary. I thought, oh, I could play some other stuff. So I thought, oh, I'll animate, and then every day that it's social 8v8, I'll, you know, play Halo 2 Anniversary, Flight, run cycle. I think that tends to, yeah. I use an image here. If you Google search run cycle, you'll find the image I'm using as reference for how this should all look, hopefully. Right. How does his leg work there? Okay, gotcha. So, like so. His foot be up more? I think his foot might be up more. Like so. And that one, basically in the right position. Just gotta move this up like that, I think. And then move his leg in a little bit. Maybe move it like that. Yep, okay. Now I just gotta worry on moving his arms closer to him. So, let's see now. Hop. Did I... Oh, yeah, he's got multiple spines. Because normally I'm posing with stuff like the sniper and the scout and stuff. So, I'm not used to a TF2 character having more than one spine bone. So, yeah. How does a portal appear? I think the Heavy's just gonna have it in, like, this pouch. He's just gonna reach into his little prop pack. Or you'll see him look to it and reach, and then the Red Heavy will catch up to him, and then he'll throw the portal out, and then he'll run through it. And then the Red Heavy will jump after him. Because I was thinking of having it so that they run off to a cliff face, and he throws a portal off the cliff face. Blue Heavy jumps off, Red Heavy jumps off after him into the portal. But the collab has a bit of an arbitrary time limit. Every entry has to be under 40 seconds, according to the rules itself. So that therefore means that I have to keep it short, and this will probably take up like 10 seconds anyway. Probably already takes up 10 seconds. And I've got to have like enough frames for you to recognize the, like, I suppose the reaction of the Heavy when he sees him doing these sick parkour. And then, yeah. Right, okay, hopefully that'll work. Then I believe every other one here is like free between them. But I'll just double check what the Blue Heavy's looking like. Yeah, a free gap between all of the others. So then that's a push angle. So you'd be using this foot to push off. Yeah. How does the push look? Like so. And his foot would move up here as well. Yeah. So like so. Okay. Got it. There's something quite nice to me about animating run cycles, but it takes a very long time. So most of this stream will probably just be me animating this run cycle. So that's a push. So therefore, I might actually have to move this down a little bit more as well. How does it work? Actually, push seems to be higher up, so I think it's probably in about the right spot there. And then his leg goes forwards like that. And then that goes wee. Then that foot goes wee. And there we are. And how's he look? I think it's at that point where the arms switch, basically. So, be like that. That one would start moving back a bit more. Move that a little bit. Maybe do that. Then this one goes forwards a bit more. And then this. Yeah. I'm thinking of Red Heavy saying something when he sees the grappling hook. So he looks over and sees it. There'll be just a shot of that, and then you hear him say it. Maybe you'll hear him say something like, "This will work," or something like that. I don't know. But it'll make some sort of noise similar to that. Right, let's see how that works. What? Yeah, that looks like a pretty good step. Okay. I'm also going to double check on how it works for the Heavy here, because there might be some in-between frames. He's out. Right, he's out. Okay. So that was just for starting off, because he's then breaking into the sprint. But everything else seemed to have no easing frames. Which works for me. Let's see now. And he's already skidding to a halt, so I believe if I animate him running from here, he should get to him in time. And if not, I can always cut it a bit shorter. Because you won't be able to see, like, about this block, I think. So if I start him off there, and then I just animate from there onwards to where it would make sense, you know, that might work. But I'll just see how long it takes for me to animate a few steps. Because I kind of... How I got it last time was that you see the Red Heavy when the Blue Heavy ends up here, when he's doing the sick monkey bars. So, and then you sort of see him through between his legs. So I want to try and remake that. Red Heavy slide after crate. Yeah, I believe once he gets to here, he'll skid to a halt, similar to the Blue Heavy. He'll skid to a halt here. With that, I just animated it there. But with him, because of how the camera works, I think, I might have to animate him running to that point. So, like, about here-ish, and then he'll be able to skid to a halt. But, you know, I'll see what I can do here. Yeah, that seems to work good. Okay. So next up is the up frame. those frames often look... Whenever you can pull off a good up frame, that works pretty well. Makes it look a hell of a lot better. Is that about... Yeah, I think that's about right for a gap between them. And then his pushing foot would go back a bit more. And I'll have it twist. I could have a red heavy slide. I mean, if you mean like the blue heavy does, then that's what I'm already planning on him doing after this crate. But if you mean him like doing like a slide that you're more familiar with, like on the ground, on your backside sliding, then I'm not planning to do that, but we'll see what happens, and I might incorporate that. Anyway, so his foot goes like that. And I'll actually move that back a little bit, well, forwards a little bit technically. Then this one moves up there and moves there. Yeah, that seems about right, I think. And then his arms, I believe those are where they're almost at their utmost point. So his spine's going to have to twist that way a bit. His clavicles, and by those I mean collar, apparently, is what they're called. Yeah. And then move like that. Collar, like so. And then his arm, move like that. And they'll move like slightly further as well. Does that work as an animation? How's his previous ones work? So maybe it's a little bit too bent there. Just like that, I guess. Same with this one, again. And then his head. Give me his head. Okay, let's see how that works. See how that looks. Kinda. Let me see how his run cycle did, because he had quite floaty jumps as well. So... Right. So let me see where his up frame is. That's his up frame. Quite the long jump. Huh! They're both on the exact same frame. How ironic. Let's see how far ahead you are. Oh, they're not on the exact same frame. Never mind. Okay. Right. Actually, let's see how far he was off the ground as well. Right. Boop. Boop. That's his thing. Fairly high off the ground. I think probably higher than he is, actually. So I don't know why it's looking less floaty. But it is for some reason, I guess. Maybe it's his arm movements, I don't know. Actually, no, he actually looks like he's a little bit further off the ground, does our red heavy. So let's move him a bit closer to it. And see if that helps. There's also a construction map. Will there be any workers? I do not think so. Although I might have something in the background, maybe. But, like, let's see. With this shot, I could maybe put something in the background over there. A little Easter egg or something. Maybe an engineer standing with a dispenser made out of the Gibbs. And then when it gets to this point, again, it would just be looking through here. So I'm not sure what I could really put around. But I'm not going to have his full swing be on camera. But maybe once they get up here, we'll see some people at the desks, maybe. Or just hanging around. Some other Easter eggs. Characters from other series, maybe. I don't know. Stuff like that. So yeah, how's he looking? Let's have a look. Okay, let's see how it looks on my blue heavy. One, two, three, four. Two, three, four. Yeah, it just looks slightly more floaty on him for some reason. Let me just Right, yeah. It could just be that I haven't done the next one. But yeah, his steps seem a lot faster for some reason. But I am gonna... I'll see what I can do to make that look less floaty. It doesn't actually look too bad. But, let's see. For memes and a duck and a cow. That's the XD loves cow. Yeah, I might just hop a cow in there. Put a cow in an engineer hat, you know. Oh, boy. Right. Nope, I don't need to hit that. I need to hit this. Yeah. Or maybe he's actually moving a little bit too far. Hold on. Let's have a look at this, man. I think he's moving far enough forwards. And I think he's at the right sort of height. I think his back's slightly more arced than the Blues is. Yeah. Alright. Whatever. Let's just do the straight leg one as well. How's this thing work? 'Cause I'm pretty sure the difference between straight leg and that leg is also the same. So, like, that. Head is basically at the same-ish level, kinda, but he's technically slightly lower. And a gap of about that large there. Okay. Oh, actually, I think I just realised what it is what's making his arms look so strange. His V's aren't as bent as they can be. Let's bend that one a bit more forwards, and therefore bend this one a little bit back. And there we go. That might look a bit better. That's yeah. I mean, he might notice the cows, he might not. I'm sure if he does notice, he probably won't say anything about it when I send him to him. Then send it to him, but, you know, nice little reference, I suppose. Okay. Actually, let's straighten out his leg. To make sure that's all working swell. That, I think that's a little bit, you know, too straight. Maybe like that. Yeah. Like that. Move him a little bit more forwards. And then his other leg just is basically at the same place but bends here. Maybe not that far. Maybe that far. Maybe move it a bit forwards according to the reference image I'm using. Okay. And then that. And I think his foot is in basically the right place. On that side, at least. And let's just move it up a little bit more. And his arms should apparently be at their furthest upmost point. So, like, this. So it's not like too much of a difference, but, you know, still a difference. Let's see how this looks then. Okay, it seems to be fine, basically, and I think the gap in there should help with making it look a bit less floaty. Because it is from there, because that was a straight leg there. So then it would just be one here, where the next push-off is. And then once that's done, I can hypothetically just copy those frames and just move them back into the correct... Move them into the correct place. My brain is very slow, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's one of the things about using ghosts of previous frames. You get that little flickering effect every now and again. I just had an idea for a reference based on a meme I saw. I'm not sure if any of you know about Bionicle. Tell you what, I'll get the meme up because I just had an idea for a reference I can put in. So I'll just put it here so I can remember for another time. But basically, if any of you have heard of Bionicle, in some of the old instruction things, in Gmod running animations are easier than SFM. I wouldn't necessarily say that, primarily because of with SFM, I believe you can add like an animation loop and then just make it so it moves as like two separate things. But I'm not sure. I've never used SFM, so I don't know what you're using for your entry, Second Baron. But, you know, something. Anyway, meme. Right, let me find that image. Right. Alright, so basically, there's this Bionicle meme here. Where originally he has this little axe swinging motion. And I just had an idea, because if this, they changed it so he's the engineer, and he's using the jag, or just a wrench, and he's got the helmet, and he's building a sentry. So, but that Lewa model is in Garry's mod. So I could hypothetically put that in, so I could put a helmet on, give him a wrench, just have him just doing that on a sentry in the background. I think that might be pretty cool. Anyway, back to actually animating. Next up is a push-off frame, if I remember correctly. So left leg, kaboop. Oh yeah, that's still a good one. Why are you running? Oh boy. Okay, let me try and remember how this should all work. Pop it down there, move it there. Plonk. I wonder if anyone's going to do something similar to that for their entry. I mean, I think I'm a little bit too far in development with this to put that in. But I'm sure that could happen where the blue heavy's going, and then the red heavy is, why are you running? Why are you running? Now, I'm sure that'd be pretty funny, but center's mixed, so it's in the heavy's voices, of course. So I don't think you'd be able to get away with just putting the audio in. Okay, let's move his leg in a bit. Let's move his leg in a bit. Oh, what's going on here? Let me just, I think his leg would still need to be there, wouldn't it? I have made a poor decision. I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, one might say. Actually, I think that'll be fine there, I guess. Maybe move him up a bit. Maybe. I'm just gonna double check this. Huh, I gave you a plan. Well, thanks. I'm glad to have given you a plan, all in a day's work. Yeah, I think his leg is straight enough. I think it's actually his body needs to move forwards a little bit more, like so. Or maybe just his leg needs to move forwards a bit more. Move it forwards. Move it in. Move this part back. Move this part forwards. Actually, I think it might just be his yeah, I think his leg's probably alright. So it might actually be a case of just moving it down a smidgen. Just a smidgen. There we go. Right. Okay. And now he's going to start moving back to the first position, which I can hypothetically just copy over. Move that over there. Move this over there. Move his arm back a bit, maybe. I don't know. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, I'll have you know. Move his head a little bit as well, just a smidgen, just a touch. And there we go. Let's see how that looks. It actually looks a lot more fluid than the animation I did for the Blue Heavy, but it also looks a little slower. However, it might be good being that slow. Right, so now I've got that. I then just need to make a push-off one for this. I might just be able to edit that into a push-off one, hypothetically, because it will be like it's there where they then switch. So yeah, I'm going to edit this one into a push-off. And then, now that that's over there, I can then take his body and, I'm still not finished with my first scene, just nearly. It's 11 seconds, though, but I am working hard. Well, that's good, then. 11 seconds is, according to his time limit, it's a quarter of the damn thing. So, you know, you're doing very well, then. I'm not sure how long this lasts. I might have to time it at some point. Anyway, let's get this guy's push thing done. Oh, hold on a minute. Actually, no, it would probably be better to just make a new push frame for him. Which one is it that I need? I need left leg. That's what I need. Moving forward. Oh. Well, that didn't work, did it? Halo Reach is getting ignored. What do you mean by getting ignored? Do you mean in the case of updates, or do you mean as in people aren't playing it? Or both? Because for the love of God, they still haven't added Forge and Theatre yet. I mean, I was messing around with Theatre in Halo 2 Anniversary. It's pretty fun. I might make some sort of like montage of the little things I did in Theatre and upload that once the flights are all over for the other Halo games. Right, yeah. That's the thing, yeah. I don't know how many people are playing it at the moment. Also, I think I mentioned this in my Halo 2 Anniversary stream, but I'm pretty sure Halo Reach doesn't even have a custom server browser, which is... I mean, Valve's been perfecting it for years. Just... why the hell haven't you got one of your own? It's in Halo 5 Forge, the PC version of Halo 5, which is just Forge mode and some multiplayer. The custom browser server's in there. Why isn't it in Reach? That's basically unforgivable. Right, this is push, isn't it? Another annoying thing about the Ghost is sometimes it'll select that. Yes, I am very triggered about there not being Forge and not a customs browser and so on and so forth, because Reach seems really good for customs from what I've seen. I never got a chance to play it on 360, but... well, I not necessarily I never got a chance. I hypothetically had a chance. I just didn't get around to ever doing it. But then I got it on PC, so, you know, yeah. I don't have a 360, at least not at the moment. So, you know, yeah. How's this working here? Yeah, his arm might clip through the box, but because you shouldn't see that, hopefully that'll be fine. His arm clips through the box. Right, is that how the push should work? I believe so. I think I've just got to move him up a little bit. Move him towards and up a bit, like so. Yep, there we go. And then his arms are going to go back. His spine's going to go over here. Like that. And then his body's going to... that thing's going to go down. That one's going to go up there. A bit more. Just at the very least a smidgen. At the very least a smidgen. That one's going to go forwards a bit more. Move it around a little bit. And then his head. Also his feet as well. Probably do some reposing. And by that I mean doing this. And this. And maybe on this one as well, actually. Yeah, sure, why not? That one's going to have to move in closer anyway. Let's move his arm a little. Actually, how's his push work here? Okay, yeah, we'll move it back a little bit. And, okay. That might be a good push. Let's have a look. What? I think what I might need to do is I might just move that a bit more and then just move this down a little bit. That might be good. Because the foot levels here are basically parallel, from what I can tell. Basically, but not quite. So, you know, yeah. That should be better. And, okay. A little bit of an evasive maneuver. And hopefully that worked. It did. Good. Excellent. And now I'm going to need a straight leg. Hold on, let me just... hold on, how's his... yeah, seems to be fine. Left arm... yeah, his left arm's going to get hit by the crate, I think. I don't think I'm going to work that in, because I don't think anyone's going to see it. Because when the camera starts, you can't see past there. It's, you can only see with the camera when you get to, about... where is it? Here-ish. And I believe if he hasn't gotten past that crate there, because that is, this gap here that you can see through. So if he hasn't gotten to, if he hasn't gotten to that crate, it might be a problem. But if he's gotten to here, then you'll be able to see him. So, you know, we'll just like animating his parkour tricks, I'm going to leave those out, except for the last one where he swings his way up onto those stairs. Right, and let's get back to animating that straight leg. Straight legs. Yeah. I might have to end the stream in about half an hour. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I'll be able to animate at least some of this. Okay. That might not be what I need to do, but, you know, I'll do it anyway, just in case. Move his leg forwards. It needs to be straight, very straight. A little bit closer like that, and this one needs to go back a bit. Then also move there a bit, that a bit, move like that a bit. This one there. Ooh, choking on some water. Not the best way to go out. Okay, that seems to be fine for his foot. Move it like that, straight leg, and then... Oh, wait a minute. I don't need straight leg yet. Ah! God damn it. I need up. That's what I need. I need my up frame. Just, Okay. Fortunately, up frames are alright to animate. They're not too bad. They could be better, they could be worse. They could be halfway in the middle. But right now, they're okay. And then just a little bit there. Because of how pushing works, his foot's going to be like that. I had no time to do animation today due to homeworking and YouTube. Yeah, I had to do some school / college / whatever you'd call it in your place work as well. But I basically have it, so I spend the normal school day, quote unquote, doing schoolwork, and then after that, because homework and normal work therefore gets branched into one, I don't have to worry about any of that. So I can just spend the time after 3 o'clock doing whatever. Which in today's case was messing around with Halo 2 Anniversary's theatre mode and going for a walk. Because you have 1 hour of allotted exercise. Outside of your own premises. Yeah, he's going to bump into there. It could be pretty funny if he bumped into it and swerved, but I think that'd be too far for his thing to go, and I want him to basically end up in the same place as the Blue Heavy. So, yeah. But yeah, work is a pain. I don't like work. I've got some stuff doing soon, which I'm kind of stressing about for my media class. So, you know, yeah. Right. And then we move there. And move his arm up a bit more. Then move that. Oh, that's not what I need to move forwards. Put that back. It's this one that I needed to move forwards. And then I need to move his arm forwards. More like... Actually, no, that will be fine. But then I've just got to bend that forwards and bend this one back a bit. Yeah. And is that good for an up? I believe that's good for an up. I might just move his leg a little bit further forwards here and move it down a bit. And there we are. He might actually be a bit too high in the sky, but I'll have a check on the previous up frame. Up. Oh yeah, he's way too high. he's got way too much spring in that step. So he'd be about here-ish, I'd imagine. But his legs still, you know, almost touching the ground, which is kind of what it needs to do. But you know, I'll move it up a little bit. Record that. Let's go back to that one. Not that one. This one. God bless the weekends. Yep. There's some good time for doing stuff. Well, I think with at least one of these weekends, I'll be streaming Halo 2 Anniversary, because one of the 8v8 for the last day, I believe, is there. So yeah, you have 2 times. One is around 6 o'clock for me, because it's currently 9 at the moment for me in my country. So I have about, normally I have like food at around 6. So I can often start around 7:30ish with live streaming Halo 2 Anniversary. With Garry's mod, often I'll try and load stuff up first, but because of the source scare, you know, I had to start a bit late. Oh yeah, that prop pack. Well, I might as well pose it now. And then, yeah. Wait a minute. This is the wrong one. I need to go up to here. Let's have a compare. Yeah, that seems to be about the same sort of height difference. So let's pose this prop. Actually, it does kind of work there, I think. So, you know, I guess I'll just leave it where it is. And let's see how he's going. All right. That's actually quite a good run animation. It's a bit smooth and a bit slow, but mind you, the blue heavy's clearly faster because he can do parkour. So, you know, yeah, he must have had a really good diet before this, you know. Maybe all of this chasing they're doing throughout the collab is giving them a bit of a workout, you know. Maybe they're gonna be, maybe they're gonna turn from the heavy to the light by the end of this. I saw a meme of that. I'm not sure if I've still got it, but it's one where they photoshopped the heavy to make him really skinny, and they called him light instead. So I suppose he'd be the light weapons guy. But now that I've animated that, I should be able to if I move the arm up there, I should be able to then, yeah, as you can see, it's clipping through the box. And if you don't see it, then it should be fine. But now I should be able to take that frame, move it over here, and then use a good old ragdoll mover to move it swiftly across to here, because I don't have to worry about matching it up as much, at least. I, however, do not know the difference of where it goes now. There, I think? Here? I think it's here. I think it's here. I don't know why he looks higher up there. Well, actually, I kind of do, because he's, you know... And how's that working, then? Now, I should be able to bypass a lot of this by just copying frames into here. I'm not sure if it's something that, if you could do that in SFM, because I've never really used it. I tried to post something once, but then everything started not making sense. But it does use this similar thing, because I'm pretty sure this is based on SFM, the Ragdoll Mover, anyway. Because that thing's basically already in it from the start. So, yeah. Let's see if this will all work, then. That's the next one to do, isn't it? Boop. And wee. Just gotta hope I don't move him out of the map. Because sometimes with this, you can try and move him too far, and then he goes out of the map, and then you have an error I had a few years ago. I think that was a few years ago. Like, Christ. Time sure flies. Because I remember back in my old ones, it was for a... was it a summer update? I don't know, but it was an update. I was going to make a big animation for it where he... well, and by big animation, I meant I was going to have some, like, frames of character reactions. Sort of like what I did for my New Year's update video. So, you know, yeah. Let's see how this is looking. Damn, that's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay. That was the last one I did. Now I need this one. Gonna put that there. I'll actually just do a few until that next push down frame. Boop. And then let's see now. Whoop. Okay, so this one. Oh, he's already got the pelvis selected, which is good. Let's move him forwards. I presume... Oh, no, yeah. His head is basically fully visible, of the ghost. And I put that there. And then with this one... Again, the head fully visible of the ghost. Yep, like that. That should be good. And then this one. Again, quite easy. Just gotta pop him there. That's basically perfect. I might move him a little bit closer as well. Actually, now I'll move him a bit more forwards. Okay. And that was up to here. And now I just got to take that one there, pop it there, and accidentally break the thing. You can zoom in and out with this version of... Well, not with this thing. It's more just with this resolution. Because back on my old laptop, the old thing, but I'm going to have to dig out to do some music lessons over Zoom. Ow. Yeah, with that, the resolution was different, and it seemed to fit on there without this scrolly bar. But now I have the scrolly bar no matter what, and then I can zoom in and out and stuff, which is nice. I like being able to zoom in and out. Anyway, where was I? After this one, I was there. I presume. Yep, that's the same one. Okay, good, excellent. So now we need that one. Move that forwards. And this one. Move that forwards. And then that one too. And then we animate all of those frames. Moon run. Okay. Onwards we go. Fast and Furioso. Everything going well here. In TF2, if I get killed by a better player, it's okay. But if they're saying you suck, noob, it disgusts me. Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't know why that's not showing up on my phone, but it isn't for some reason. I don't even know if you're still here or not, but whatever. Yeah, that is, annoying if I say you suck, noob. Because, if at the end of a game, the winning team says GG, it sometimes feels a bit annoying, but it's not anything to really fault them for, It's perfectly ordinary. Yeah, I can't see when that was sent because I can only see it on the computer. Where am I? What's going on? There. Okay, whatever. And then this one. Good old up frame. Head fully visible. That's how I remember that. Jiminy Cricket. Oh yeah, his arm's in the way, isn't it? But if I do that, yeah, his arm is, yeah, okay, cool. Good. Right. Record that. And go back to here. And now I think probably about there-ish when we actually get to the actual point there. Should be good enough for when he's going to turn and skid. Maybe. Let me have another look, though. By doing that again. I'm thinking maybe he has a slightly shorter skid. Because, less room to skid. So he just goes screech. Oh, now it shows up there. Oh, no. Sorry, that's a different message. If I get killed by a worse player who's top rank, I feel suspicious towards him and go spy if he hacks or not. Yeah, that's understandable. I don't tend to worry too much about who's worse or who's better. But mind you, it has been a while since I played. And I'm not going to be playing until they fix that damn source leak. But normally, the only hackers I'll care about are either A, the ones who steal your name, B, the spin bots, and C, the lag bots, and D, now these remote code executions, I believe is what they're called. And let's get that, and move them up there, over to here, boop, and pop him in there. But yeah, it's always a good idea to be suspicious of hackers. Like, I think I mentioned it on the stream that you were in last night's stream, that I joined the last time I played. I joined the server. It was all going fairly alright. There were a bunch of hackers everywhere, just spin bots mainly. And then one of them stole my name. I saw one. I think it either killed me or killed someone else, and it basically copied my director name. I think it was around Christmas time-ish, so I still had the Festivized in my name, because I changed my Steam name to have Festivized in it. But yeah, so he stole that, and that was when I immediately noped the hell out of there. Because, I didn't want to get root kicked. I didn't want anything else to happen. Damn, that's a pretty good run cycle, I'd say. Quite static, not a whole lot of, real movement there. And he feels quite slow, at least compared to the blue heavy. But he doesn't need to be, because look, I'm pretty sure he is now visible, so he can skid to a halt there. So maybe he can start turning his head there. Start turning his head a little bit. Then he can start turning his eyes as well. Just a little bit. And then he's gonna turn and he's gonna see him, and then yeah. Actually, no, he's even, you know, he's even visible there actually. So you know, just in literally, well, almost the last frame there. So it's skid to a halt, and then I'll probably try running after him. When does that end? Here. So with the next frame, he'll probably have turned fully, and then he'll, well, turn his head fully, and then he'll skid to a halt. So let's get that one done then. So that is. But yeah, you can actually see a fair bit of his motion, so it's not completely wasted, which is good. Judolf, a YouTuber, made a 7-hour stream finding 74 to 77 bots cheaters, most of them spam bots. Wow, that's a lot of bots. It's a strange fate of TF2 nowadays, because, you know, it's a free-to-play game. Of course, you can easily make a new account, you know, download the game on a separate computer or whatever, and, you know, just use that, and it's annoying, and I don't like it, but there's not much we can really do about it. Which one was that? It was that one, so this will be the next frame he'll see, and then he'll probably use that as a sort of leap, I imagine, to get to where he needs to be. He'll use that as a sort of leap and skid halfway through to the halt. Right. Oh yeah, that's basically perfect. That's basically perfect. I couldn't ask for any better movement. But yeah. He's now visible there. So let's quickly pose his head as well. Fortunately, his head already seems to be, you know, fairly posed, but it's basically just in the same place, so I need to move it over there a bit. Maybe move that. Move that. And then move his eyes, so we can tell he is looking at that heavy. The runaway blue heavy. There we go. Okay. Right then. Let's see how that looks from this angle. And then I presume, actually, I'll have the next pose from him there. And he'll then skid from there. Oh, 11 bots in one server. 7 on his team, 4 on the other. Sweet Jiminy Cricket. I mean, I know there are a lot of bad bots. I remember encountering one when I was quite new to the game. The good old days of Tough Break, I think it was. I don't know, something like that. I think it was Tough Break when I joined in, actually properly playing. Because I played a bit on my brother's account. Then I knew about it since a long time before. And then my brother did a thing where I actually kind of ruined it for him. Where he bought the orange box used from somewhere. And I think on the same day where I got Skyrim for the PS3. So he got the orange box for the PS3. But I think he might have been using it as a sort of double tactic, because he was then going to download it onto our mum's computer, because we didn't have our own at the time, using our shared Steam account. I think I'd already used it to get Garry's mod before. Actually, no, I think I got that after he got TF2. But yeah, so he was actually going to use that as a ploy. So like, oh yeah, it's got TF2 in it. And then playing TF2 on computer, you can say, oh no, orange box was for PC the entire time. And then Mum sort of asked him about it, and I said, no, he said it's nice with PC, but I wasn't in on it. So I said, no, the orange box was for PS3. Then I ruined it for him. And then Mum was like, you can download it, but just, you know, tell me before. And, you know, now we've all got our own computer, so we can download whatever the hell we want. As long as it, you know, doesn't damage anything. Right, what am I doing? I need... Not that one. That's a push-off again, but it's the one over here. So that's that push-off there. I'm going to need this one. Yep, that seems about right. His head needs to be fully visible. Like so. There we are, lovely. Maybe move it in a little smidgen. Hit a record. His head's going to be looking there. I might actually have it so he starts sliding here. So it sort of like twists in the air. Because, you know, these heavies are very acrobatic for some reason. They just are. Don't know how. They had they had a little bit of like a stop for some bonk, you know. It's like in I think it's in one of the John Wicks where he's fighting someone, and then they sort of while he's fighting, they sort of fall into a bar, and then they just have a drink together. I think that's in 2, which I haven't seen, but you know, yeah. So he's turned to have a good old look at him. So let me see if I can actually animate it so he, you know, swerves. Or starts to swerve, I suppose. Yeah. That looks like it'll be pretty good for, like, a corner turning. But I think he's going to swerve. But the heavy's about to plop the gold sandwich in his mouth. And then by the next 3 frames, he'll have it in his mouth. Then he'll be confused because he has nowhere to run with his bars in his way. And then he's going to see him do the parkour and be shocked. Like, wow, what's going on here? I can't believe he did that. Let's move his head up a bit, actually, just so it looks like he's properly looking at him. When my player model's not in the way. Yeah, that seems to be about right. Okay. That look alright? Yeah. Seems about right. But I might actually, just for the sake of how push-offs work, I might have it so his foot is actually slightly more in line with where he pushed off. So it's almost like if he was turning a corner. But he's not. He's skidding to a halt. Yeah, that looks pretty good. If I was making a real chase, that'd be pretty good for turning around a corner, I think. Right, and then next it would be an edited version of the straight, which I believe is there. Let's pop that one in. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Oh yeah, he's bad at jump. Alright, okay. Move him over. Move his... Wait, hold on. Oh, I've got the wrong one. Oopsie poopsie. Boop that. It's... Which one is it? It's that one. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Boop. I remember one time when I animated a run cycle for Sonic the Hedgehog. Because there was a map. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. Let me go find what that map was for the sake of this old story. I might still have it there. That's it, at the top there. You saw CP_convoy, which is a custom map, which has 2 trains in the desert. And, you know, so it's a fun map by design. And, like, there's this moving background layer and stuff. So, basically, I just use some... If you stand pose someone there, it they won't move back with it, because if you were a player and you fell down, it would drag you back. So I stand pose Sonic there, then just animated a run cycle, because I don't need to worry about having him move, because the background's already moving for him. Because of a high speed, I thought it would make sense to have it be, you know, Sonic doing the moves. Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me I just got the bloody... Yeah, that's the up movement again, isn't it? I got the up movement again. Curses. Foiled. It's this one. It's this one that I need. Alright. Now we've got it. We've got it in my sights, as Soldier76 may have said. I don't know. I haven't played Overwatch. Well, I did for a free weekend. Because, you know, I might get Overwatch 2 when it comes out because of that single-player thing. But probably, like, when it's on, like, a massive sale. Because in an Overwatch free weekend, I got, like, 3 legendary skins. And because of how Blizzard.net works, they're still on my account, I believe. And apparently the skins transfer over from Overwatch 1. So... I mean, I can have Graffiti Tracer, which is the best skin in the game, even though I haven't played the full game. And I do not care what anyone says. Because I don't follow Overwatch, and I probably never will. Gotcha. Okay, right, move it there. Move him there. And yeah, if he was turning around a corner for a chase, you know, that'd be pretty good. But I think he's going to have to stop running here, so he can, you know... watch in awe as this guy goes for the jump. As this red heavy doesn't really worry about how long it takes. He'll chase the blue heavy to the ends of the earth. Like that one Spider-Man meme. But technically wasn't the... Well, it is a Spider-Man meme, but it's like the 90s series. So, you know, it's not one that anyone remembers. I mean, I think it's actually not even titled anything to do with Spider-Man. It's a YouTube video where he's it's a symbiote Spidey, and he just shouts, "Shocker! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth," in like a really overacted form. So you know, yeah, how's that looking for our for all of our heavy men, particularly? He's gonna use that to skid to a halt. Let's just see how his full animation works from this angle. I could hypothetically do it from there as well, but his body is, you know, too close. So I wouldn't really be able to get it in a good angle where I could have him sliding through. So I think I'll just keep all the camera angles how they are. Yeah, that's actually quite a good turning the corner to run after him animation. But he's actually just going to use that to skid to a halt. I should turn on Do Not Disturb again, so my phone stops buzzing whenever a YouTube video appears in my subscriptions. Right, I think I'm going to end this here. I think I've got a good spot here for him. Now, the question is, how will I remember which heavy is which? Alright, let's pop that there. Make a save here. Orkin boop. Right. As well as that, let's also actually save this. A gold, a sandwich, a Mario. I'm going to say 2, just in case something goes wrong. There it is. It's right there. Now, let's see what happens if I click load for a gold sandwich. Okay, it seems in the order that you animate them. So that one will be heavy 1, and then this one will be heavy 2. So, if I did that, and then, let's say I loaded heavy 1 at this point. Oh yeah, it's got model 1 on it. But, it does that for some reason. Oh no, it doesn't. It just puts him in the exact same space, so you can't see him. But there's actually a red and a blue heavy there. But then, if I then go, load heavy.model2, load that. He goes back into his normal space. But yeah, if you put them on the exact same one, they'll appear in the same place. So, you know, because they're both the same model, they just got different skins. So, you know. Maybe I'll make an edited version of the Sonic model where it, you know, changes so his gold is just, his super form is just a body group. Because I made a transformation animation for that. But anyway, that's all saved then. All of the movements are all saved. That's saved too. So, I'm going to take a screenshot of this and maybe use it as a thumbnail. Because that's a pretty damn good careening around the corner. Shot. Don't forget the cow. Yeah, I'll add the cow in. I'll remember. Let me see what cows I've got, actually. Because I don't think I have any animals, but I do have... Actually, no, I can't search that because I'm in offline mode. But, if I tried to use the search bar, it would take way too long to load it. And I'm kind of want to end real soon. So, games. Team Fortress 2. Let's see where I'll find it. Not in effects, not in here, I don't think. Or in cube maps. Or custom, or crafting. Or class, or buildables. Gibbs. Don't know why I need to reload those, but okay, I guess. Hey, look, it's the 10th class. It's the 10th class. Missing, no. The cow board, yeah. Yeah, I'll find that wherever it is. Items, nope. Harvest, will it be in there? Horizon, face, facade, harvest, tree. Okay, cool. I don't know which map it first appeared in. Is that like... Oh yeah, I think that's all like a classic style Team Fortress map. Not map, flag. Based on the original Team Fortress classic stuff. Right. No, clearly ain't in there. I don't think it would be in Egypt. I don't know why it would be in Egypt. Lil Choo Choo, all. Pastime, pickups, PL Hoodoo. There is nothing here except for the metal door. Props 2 foot. Aha! There it is! Found him. Right. I don't know where I'll put him. I could put him over here. Or I could put him in a bit later. Yeah, I'll put him over here. And I'll, not sure if you'll see it here. Oh, you will. You'll see the cow there. Granted, it's not going to look like this camera angle-wise. But, you know. How does it look like that camera angle-wise? Bit too jaunty for me. I'd rather have it just be a straight, flat camera. Like so. But yeah, you'll see the cow there. Maybe there'll be a dispenser there. I'll put the engineer hat on him as well, if possible. And, yeah. And the cow will be there while Lee was building a sentry over here. I've got this hard hat, but I'm not sure if that would work. The engineer. I'm not sure where else I'd find those props. Props. Underscore. Props. Well, maybe it'd be in. Maybe it'd just be some of this stuff in TF2. Tell you what, yeah, I'll just put this hard hat on him. It still works. It still kind of counts. You know. I can replace it with the engineer's hat later if necessary. Right. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, sure, that works. That works pretty well. Let me move that closer to there. Yeah, there we are. Look at that. Oh yeah, let's give him a wrench. That's a good idea. Let's give him a wrench. What wrench shall we give him? Let's just go into weapons, see what we can find. Give him a normal wrench. Let's see what wrenches we see on our way here. Camera, hook blade, ambassador, amputator, bread, buffalo, bugle, builder. Okay, no, never mind. That's a buildy thingy. And alright, okay. Dex revolver, shotgun, cow mangler. We don't want a cow mangler. Flog, Thompson, Righteous Bison, 3rd degree, Wrenchmatron. We could put that in, but nah, we'll give him a different wrench. Dumpster device. What's that? Isn't that the, oh yeah, that's the, I've forgotten its name. But it's just called dumpster device in the files. That's funny to me. Notice fire access case, flame ball. Oh, that's just called flame ball. Alright. Flare gun. Gas can, Gatling gun, golf club, grapple, proj. That's going to be useful later on. That's for grappling hook projectile. But I'm going to have to find a way to remove it from there to make it work here. And that's for grappling hook from earlier, of course. Head taker, Hippocrates burst. Jag. We'll give him the jag, I guess. Maybe the jag just like the what every engineer here uses. Yeah, Beggar's Bazooka. That's it. Yeah. It's probably why it's called the dumpster device. But yeah, we'll put it there. He's holding it. Does that look right? I guess. I mean, it's a cowboard. I think it defies all laws of physics. But, you know, I'll have it so it looks slightly more like it's resting on him. But still like he's holding it. So like that. But let me just move it without a little less of a clipping. I think a little bit of clipping's fine in some cases. But, you know, as long as it can't be seen by the audience. Sometimes I'll be playing a game, sometimes an old one, and I'll just notice something clipping, and I'll be like, ha! Clipping. Anyway, so here's how it looks so far. And then the blue heavy's there. Red heavy's there, sorry. And he's gonna skid to a halt. That's quite a blue heavy one, because I did animate it before, the this bit, basically, where he skids to a halt and goes, what? And this guy, the blue one, jumping up there. Hey, look, his hands are gone. But yeah, and of course, we've got this lovely run cycle that no one's going to actually properly see. But maybe I'll make, like, a director's cut. Later on, who knows. But yeah, it's a pretty damn good run cycle, really. Maybe I could use that in, like, an intro or something. I don't know. I can maybe make an intro. Maybe just with him careening around the corner. Or just this bit. I'm sure this bit would work pretty well for a intro of some kind. To the channel. Actually, it's a bit too long of a shot to have. Anyway, whatever. We're done. Let's make another version of the thumbnail shot. Oh, come on. There we go. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. And we'll make that into a save. The thing is, I don't need to animate that yet. And I'm sure I can animate the Lewa Bionicle meme later. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to end it for today. Heavy with a cow. Yeah, I could throw in a heavy with a cow in the end at some point, you know. And that is what the screenshot is, yeah. I'm not sure if I'll use that as like the thumbnail for the actual entry. But I might do, I might not. But I could make a heavy with a cow later on. Maybe a heavy just riding the cow, I guess. But yeah, it's saved. Everything's saved. This all should be good. I'm going to disconnect now. But yeah. That went well, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's going to be where I'm going to end it, I believe. I think I've done enough. I've done quite a bit. That was a good run cycle. It's going to make it a bit easier for later on. It's a good thing it doesn't end on May 1st, and instead it ends on May 11th, is what it said originally. It might even be delayed at some point, but I think because of the amount of entries he has got, I think he'll probably just keep it as it is. Because he's got like loads. I'm pretty sure the full collab's going to be like an hour long, if it's not split into 2 parts. What you're seeing in the slideshow is just screenshots I've made before in Garry's mod. I'm particularly proud of this Marauder one. But yeah, I am going to end it here. So thanks for sticking around, Second Baron, and anyone else you may have popped in at any point, including, what was his name? A Man in the Box. Yes. So, yeah, I'm going to end it here. Stay safe, everyone. With that thing going about, do not play TF2, whatever you do. Go play some Team Fortress Classic or Gang Garrison 2. Or all the other games you can play that are based on TF2. Like, you know, except for Overwatch. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe. Modern times are harsh. And I'll catch you... Wait, no, that's not how I do it. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios.